Okay, we're going to go through some things quickly, and then we'll go to our phone person. Why are we doing what we're doing with this microphone that we call vocal profiling? Because we believe the body has the ability to self-diagnose and reorganize according to that information. If you couldn't do that, if you got cut, you'd have to think about it and with intention put it back. But the body does that automatically. You get pregnant without thinking about it. You know, your bones heal without you having to think about it. Well, we're doing this because we like the idea of self-health. That's why we're doing vocal profiling. That's why we're giving away things, giving away the nano voice, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, because we know that whoever controls health controls the people. Now, this next slide is going to make everybody angry. There is a company called Medicure, and they took some natural vitamins and put them together in an unnatural way, and they decided to petition the FDA to make these B vitamins off limits to anybody but by a prescription through their company.
A B vitamin?
Yeah, a B vitamin is something so natural because Big Pharma wants to market its own form of B6 and call it a drug. You know, before the public heard about this almost went through. This company, Medicure, wanted to take something that's natural, intrinsic nutrition, Vita, life to your body, and put it in a different bottle or combine it with something else that it probably needed to be combined with in the body when it got in there. And they want to call it a drug to keep you from being able to buy vitamins. Why does looking at someone's vocal print and giving them back their frequencies, how does that change them? I think this is some ancient mystery from years ago that when we used to sing people well or think them well, and we forgot how to do it. And it's just now coming back with computers, because I think life and living have energy and patterns of creation, tension, and resolution, relax, because our brain is hardwired for math, because our brain is controlled and run by math. Frequencies, a form of math. And once we look at the brainwave patterns, we look at it in terms of math and patterns of what that math is. And all of those numbers running on your neural network control everything. Control the crook of your little finger. I have a thought, it's changed into electrical, chemical energy, which can be measured as a frequency, and now I can move my little finger. We have found a way to tap into that. This is what happens when we give you the frequencies. Actually, this is me singing to somebody. How does the healing happen? This middle section here that you see is very symmetrical. That's the heart rate of the song that I'm singing, the beat frequency of it. And above and below this graph, you'll see the beat frequencies of the heartbeat, mine and the one I'm singing to. And they went into sync. So the heart synced up, not only that, but the brain synced up. This is a picture of the brain waves, and the brain waves synced up to 3 decimal points. That's impossible. That doesn't happen. It's like we got the same brain going on here. And I think when your heart rhythm matches the frequency patterns of your brain, healing takes place. And that's what we do with taking your vocal print, looking at it, and then giving you back your frequencies. And how this happened, how we learned this. Now that looks like a nothing thing to you, right? Just a bunch of squiggles on a line. But if you kind of look careful, you could see clasping fingers. Just the fingertips clasp in that pattern. And this happened because we were all harnessed up in all of this stuff glued to our hair and all these wires, and they were monitoring everything that was going on in our bodies. And I could not hear this woman's sound. And that's how all of this started, very esoterically, me hearing sounds. So I said, could I just touch your hand? So she reached out her hand and just allowed me to clasp her fingers. I was hoping Beth would do that.
Sorry.
Yeah, clasp fingers. And it came out in the vocal pattern. Now this is where it gets weird, guys. He then asked me to look out the window. And he said, just look out the window, because he didn't tell me this clasping fingers had happened in the vocal pattern. He said, just look out the window and do a sound. So I did, and I did a sound, and what was out the window was a mosque. And that's the top of the mosque and how it was shaped, just from doing a sound into his machine. He still didn't tell me what was going on. And he said, well, Sherry, can you just think of something and do a sound? So I did, and I was thinking of church bells. And there they are in the vocal pattern. This is proof here that thoughts are things, because thoughts became patterns in the voice, and the voice begins to program us as we speak to our ear, to our brain, to program. In case you're wondering, this is a normal kind of human vocal print. So based on my voice, my odd ears, my odd vocal print, we were able to put a computer program together that is called Nano Voice, and that's the one that all of you have been downloading for free, and that's the one that we're going to use on our caller.